Hi everyone, my name is Julia Tang and I'm a physical therapist. Today's workout is going to be an interval workout, and so we're going to do a mix of strength and cardio exercises. So for this workout, all you need is a little bit of space, and I'll be using either one bigger dumbbell or two smaller dumbbells. So you can use anything you have around your house, like dish detergent, laundry detergent. A gallon of water is 8 pounds, so just something with a little bit of weight for some of those strength exercises. All right, so this workout is going to include a quick warm-up. Then we're going to go through a 12-minute circuit of interval training, and we'll finish with a quick cool down. So let's get started. So we're going to start off with the warm-up here. We're going to start out with a high knee march or jog. I'll be giving you low impact and higher impact options for this workout. So low impact, you just start with a high knee march, and if you want to increase it a little bit, then you can go straight for the jog here. So we've got 20 seconds of each exercise in this warm-up. We're just trying to raise your heart rate, get your blood flowing. We go for a reach forward and back. So open those arms wide, then reach forward, stretch across the back, stretch across the chest, and then across the back. Chest puffer, tree hugger. So get that image in your brain here. We're just warming up the upper body here, nice and wide. Next one's going to be bow and arrow rotation. So peel back your arm as if drawing a bow, rotate one way, and then switch directions. Just getting a little bit of rotation here. Warming up that upper body. Our next one is going to be a standing oblique crunch. So elbows nice and wide, hands behind the head. And you're just going to crunch your knee up towards your elbow. Get those obliques turned on here. Keep breathing. The next one's going to be a walk down to plank. Stand at the edge of your mat. Walk down all the way to a plank. Walk back. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. If you're flexible enough, keep those knees all the way straight. Get a little hamstring stretch. Our last one's going to be a squat with the rotation. So squat down, knee to opposite elbow, squat down, knee to opposite elbow. Should be breathing a little heavier now. Get the blood pumping. We're just warming up for our workout here. All right, short and sweet on that warm up. So go ahead and grab your weights and let's get into the intervals here. So for the interval portion of this workout, we're going to be alternating strength and cardio exercises, and we're going to go 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We've got 2 rounds of 8 exercises, so for a total of 12 minutes here. We'll take a little break in the middle. So grab your weight and let's get started with our first interval, which is going to be goblet squats. So grab your one weight here for the goblet squats, or if you've got 2 smaller ones, rock them both up on your chest and go. So sit down into a squat here. You can also do this body weight if you don't have weights, or if weights aren't in the cards for you right now. But we're going to try and get our heart rate up here with some pretty quick transitions. And if you're doing body weight squats, you can go even faster and even faster tempo here. Keep breathing. About 30 seconds. All right, take a quick break, 15 seconds. This is going to be your recovery, and then we're going to go into our next exercise, which is mountain climbers. Oh, I'm already a little bit out of breath, that's good. So come on down to the ground for the mountain climbers here. Nice strong plank position. You can either step or go faster into a run. If you need to bring it down, take a break, you can always come back to that walking speed if you need to. Otherwise, keep it going. This is our cardio interval here. All right, quick break. Stand back up. Keep the arms moving, keep the legs moving. Our next one is going to be bent over rows. You can use 2 weights like this, or 1 weight, pull straight towards your belly. So if you've just got 1 weight, into the hips, pull the weight straight towards your belly here. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Working the back, keeping a nice neutral spine here. Don't let your back round in this position. Pull the weight towards your belly. Keep it going. And break. Put that weight down. We're going back to our next cardio interval, which is burpees. You can either do a step burpee or jump. So if you're stepping, you just step one leg at a time. No squat jump at the top, or you can do the full version. Here's the full version. Jump back, jump in, jump up, jump back, jump in, jump up. You can also step back, step in, stand. You can jump back, jump in, stand with no jump, or do the full version here. Keep it up. All right, quick break. Our next strength interval is going to be reverse lunges. So I'm going to grab my one weight, hold it right up by my chest, and you're going to step back into a lunge. There you go. You can always do this body weight. If your knees are having a cranky day, start with less depth. Just do a little step back, and then as you're able, come all the way down in the lunge. You don't want to bang your knee on the ground. Just get to about 90-90, hovering that back knee about an inch off the ground here. All right, quick break. Going back to our next cardio interval, which is going to be jumping jacks, good old jumping jacks. So if you want to do a step jack, low impact, just step your feet out. Otherwise, you can do the full jump. Start it up. So full jumping jack here. If you have downstairs neighbors, you're trying to be quieter, you can just do the step jack. But make sure to get those arms all the way overhead. And try and speed it up for a real cardio kick. Here we go. All right, break. Our next strength exercise is going to be push-ups. You can do those on your knees or on your toes or elevated like on a counter or something if you need to. But come on down to the ground and start it up. So you're trying to get chest to elbow height, nice straight body. Squeeze the glutes, don't let yourself sag. If you need to come to your knees, same deal, keep a nice straight body. But if you can, come all the way up onto your toes. And arms should be at a 45-degree angle, not straight out to the sides. Keep it going. Very nice. All right. Our last cardio interval here is going to be a squat press. So go ahead and grab that one weight. You're going to squat and then press the weight straight overhead. Start it up, sit down, press the weight straight overhead. You're using your legs to float that weight up overhead. So sit down, press up, sit down, press up. Keep breathing. You're almost at the end of round one. Then we get a little break. Excellent. All right, so that was round one. We're going to take a quick break here, grab your water, then we'll come back and do all those exercises one more time. Okay, so we're starting off on round two. This round I'll be showing you what the exercises look like if you're using two weights instead of one. So let's get started with those goblet squats. Okay, so this time if you've got two weights, go ahead and rack both of them up at your chest, nice and high right here, and start it up. Sit down into that squat, especially if you're going body weight or if your weights are lighter. Try and keep a nice quick tempo on the squats here. Sit straight down as if you're sitting in a chair. Steady breathing. Keep it going. All right, break. Next one is going to be back down on the ground for mountain climbers. So nice straight body. You can go slow or fast, depending on where you're at. Get set up in your strong position here and start it up. So make sure your hips stay level with shoulders. You don't want to become a mountain, even though these are called mountain climbers. And if you need to, you can always slow down into a stepping speed. But if you can, let's get the cardio kick here. Keep your shoulders over your hands. Don't let them drift backwards. Excellent. Then we're going to those bent over rows. So with 2 weights here, you're gonna pull them straight towards your stomach. So roll the shoulders back, hinge of the hips, straight back position. Start it up. So really still squeezing those shoulder blades back, pulling the weights towards your belly, or think of pulling the weight towards your hip. That's just to avoid shrugging up or doing a bicep curl. So really squeezing those elbows back. Pull the weights towards your belly or your hip. All right, take a break. Put those weights down. So these recovery intervals here are important to keep up the intensity. Our next is going to be the burpees. You can either step or jump back into that burpee. Start it up. Remember, you can always take out the jump and just stand between each burpee. Or you can step back, step in, stand. Whichever version works best for you during your workout today. That's your option. We get options for everyone. Keep it going. All right, our next one, we're going back for those reverse lunges. So if you've got 2 weights, you can just let them hang down by your sides here. You're going to step back into a lunge, and your feet should look like they're on train tracks. So not on a tight rope, about hip width apart. That front knee should be nice and stable, no wobbling. Push that front knee out as if against an imaginary wall. Keep your chest up nice and tall. I should be able to read the logo on your t-shirt all throughout this exercise here. Nice long step back. And done. All right. Next one is our cardio interval, our jumping jacks here. So get ready for those. Go as fast or as slow as you like, and you have the option of the stepping jack here. Start it up. So let's try and get our cardio peak here. Fast jumping jacks, in and out, in and out. Keep it going. It's only 30 seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds. Try and go faster, faster, faster. Arms all the way overhead. All right, break. Then we're going for push-ups. So back down on the ground. Remember, you have the option of either on your knees or your toes. Arms about 45 degrees. You shouldn't be all the way out here. So set up with hands under shoulders and start it up. Try to get chest to elbow height. Nice straight body position here. This is a good core strength exercise, as well as upper body strength. Keep it going. If you have to stop in the plank for a little rest, that's totally fine. Get back into it. You can always go to your knees. All right, break. So if you're using 2 weights, we're gonna go for our last exercise here, the squat press. And with the 2, you'll just, same thing as the squats, rack them up on your shoulders, and you'll just squat them simultaneously, or press them simultaneously. Start it up, sit down, press up. Squat, press, squat, press. Use the power of your legs. Push those weights up into the air. So sit straight down. Press the weights up. You should be nice and tall at the top of this exercise here. Keep it going, you're almost there. This is your last exercise before the cool down. All right, a double beep. There it is. That means you've made it to the cool down. So take a deep breath, a few deep breaths. If you need to, pause the video and grab a drink of water. Otherwise, we're gonna go straight into the cool down here, starting with a runner's lunge stretch. So come onto the ground, step one knee forward. Then you're gonna sink your hands inside your front foot. If you can, get all the way onto your elbows. Couple deep breaths here. Then you're going to twist towards the front foot. Reach that arm up towards the ceiling. Sink deeper into the lunge if you can. Enjoy the stretch and then unwind. Push yourself up, and then you're just going to sit back, straightening your front leg for a hamstring stretch. Make sure to keep this front foot relaxed, because if you pull the toes towards you, you might feel a little bit more of a nerve stretch. And we're going for a hamstring stretch here. And just breathe. Enjoy that stretch. All right, and then go ahead and switch. So back into all fours. Step the other foot forward. You're going to sink your hands down. If you're right here and you feel a good stretch, that's fine. If you want a little more, inch your foot back and then come down to your elbows. Get a nice hip flexor stretch. Whew, hopefully you're sweating and breathing hard like me. And then go ahead and rotate up. Rotate that arm towards your front foot. Look up towards the ceiling. If you're sweating as much as me and breathing this hard, then that means you got a good workout. So that's a good sign. A couple more breaths here. Unwind. Then you're going to push yourself up and then straighten out that front foot, your front leg. Getting a nice hamstring stretch here. Remember, keep that foot relaxed. And take a couple deep breaths. So I hope you enjoyed those intervals. Ooh, still sweating here. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and come all the way to sitting, and we'll do a figure 4 glute stretch. So cross your ankle over your opposite knee. This time you want to flex your foot. Keep your back nice and tall, and then bring your chest towards your ankle. And you should feel a nice stretch in the hip here. And we'll just hold here for a few breaths. If you need more of a stretch, push your knee away from you. All right, and then go ahead and switch. So you're going to put your other ankle over your opposite knee. Get your back nice and tall. And then bring your chest towards your leg. And get a nice stretch in this hip here. And if you need more, you can push your knee away from you. Or you can just stay sitting up nice and tall. Make sure to flex that foot. And then for the last one, we're going to go for a butterfly stretch. So put the soles of your feet together, sit up nice and tall, sink those knees towards the ground, and then you can lean forward for a little bit more stretch here, if that feels good. If you're still up here, totally fine, but just sink in as far as you can. All right, go ahead and unwind here, tuck your legs under, twist one way, and then twist the other way. Come back to center, and that's it. So, hope you enjoyed that workout. Hope you worked up a little bit of a sweat. I feel like you got a nice sweat going and got a little cardio kick there, and thanks for joining me.